December 29th, 2013. Guys, these are the latest images from the 26th through the 29th on LASCO C2. A tremendous amount of debris. As you watch these explosions come off, it highlights both energy that's blown off the sun, debris, and energy that's in the solar system, surrounding the sun, between Earth and the sun. Again, this is SDO, a different satellite, but still Earth-facing. And we got some problems here with these three sunspots. One has already went beta, gamma, alpha to the far right there. The ones in the center is growing. We're getting the larger actual flares from the center one here. But I'm going to show you the charts on them. Also, notice in the top, this is that coronal hole that we had with the heat, and we've had a Hyder flare right there. That filament that we were watching yesterday, you can't see it rise because we're looking straight at it. But notice the wave that comes out at the bottom on both sides. That's called a Hyder flare. You can Google that, Hyder. But that's when a filament rises, the gravity of the sun pulls it back down and it collapses. Notice how it goes over that dark purple, that heat of the sun. Check that out. Now, I'm going to go through a couple different cameras here, but we've got filaments that have, that's the tail end one there as the Hyder flare collapsed, and see how far it reached. Remember, it takes 109 Earths if you place them across the face of the sun to cover the distance, to give you an idea of how massive each one of these objects that we're looking at. Again, in the dark green there, that's the coronal hole. And I'm going to stop this and pause it on these strong flares. Again, Earth-facing images from the Solar Dynamics Observatory there. And I'll show you these on the charts. It's the strongest one in a few weeks. There, look at that arc, the power inside that. It's huge. And that's what's happening is these sunspots are growing and spots around them are starting to tie in together, and that's why we're getting these multiple magnetic fields. And I'll show you that. Check this out on the close-up. But the SDO is by far our best camera, guys. It's to watch the sun with. You don't have the Earth's atmosphere as you do from ground-based telescopes, and they can really analyze, and you can too with the different cameras. Here's our peak. We went to an M3 that, notice, started on the 27th, up through the different flares, and then this one. That's the strongest one. And if you go back almost in a couple weeks, guys. And you can see there, as I was doing the video, just a slight uptick. But we're going to watch this. All three of those sunspots are strong, and they're Earth-facing. You can see the three there, 13 and 34 here on the right. Beta, gamma, delta. See that with the red arrow? That's what you need for X flares. Now, 36 is going to be right behind it. It is beta, gamma. And probably by tomorrow, you're going to see that one capable of X flares. You can see the different colorations in both areas there, guys. That's telling you that you're getting a mixture of magnetic fields. Looking at the proton chart from the ACE satellites, and let's look at the flare tracker. This is the one this morning out to the left. Check that out. I'm going to let it play back through. Very strong. Notice also ISON in the pink square, according to this model. Now, it's not exactly accurate, but you can see that it's well past Earth. And the size of that flare is enormous. We've had one left and right. The Earth is in the green dot just behind ISON. Excuse me, in the yellow dot just behind ISON. And the light pink square is the MAVEN satellite. It's probably got the best pictures of ISON there is, and we're not being shown them. They're saying they're going to launch it out to Mars next. Now, looking at the American Meteorite Society website, guys, notice Texas, Nevada, and that's on the dates of the 29th. They came in today. This was last night. San Jose, California, Turlock, Wiley, Katy, Texas, San Antonio, Cleburne, Universal City, and Las Vegas. And also, a third report came in from the UK. And this is the map from last night of the sightings. But that's Edinburgh. And you can come here, and I'll link to this. This is the Lunar Meteorite Hunter site. Notice here the Meteor Alert Large Bolide Meteorite events expected from the 26th up to January 2014. Up to the 12th of January 2014. And guys, that's when we're really in the center of the debris field, is the 12th. We're not past that of the incoming trail of ice sun before it went around the sun. It's a heads up on this, guys, and we have got a schedule on our next radio show that will be 30 minutes after Paul Begley's show, Monday afternoon. That's 3:30 Eastern, 2:30 Central Time. But we're going to go there, watch his show, and then we're going to take the latest incoming on reports. And I encourage everyone to call in. Guys, the first show was kind of a technological disaster like I expected it to be. But sometimes you just got to jump in instead of being afraid to do it and learn it. And if you guys want to do that or make videos, just do it. Throw it out there and you'll learn, and I'm learning. But guys, we had about 700 and something people all together. And that's pretty good. And even though all the tech switches on my end weren't working properly, it was a great show, and I appreciate everyone calling in, and I encourage it. We're going to take calls, and we're going to let you talk about what you feel like is important. Heads up, be safe.